And when we're in sujood, our bodies are testifying to us that the soul is continuously and always elevated beyond anything that we may think of. Because that is the part that brings us close to God, and that is the part that allows us to be the closest to God in a state of sujood. The Prophet tells us, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the earth begins to weep when someone passes away, because they no longer can serve as the means by which that person can connect to God. That their forehead can no longer be placed upon the ground, the earth no longer being used to facilitate the worship of God. That is the kind of impact we have when we simply say no to the immediate, and we think about the longer term. We go past the stages in life as God describes in that ayah, that each of those things are things we are concerned about, but not to the point where itself becomes selfish. I want to end on a hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's actually a story that's narrated. Rabi'a ibn Ka'b al-Aslami, radiallahu anhu, he was one of the people of the bench, Ahmed Sufa. He was one of the poor people at the time of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He would live in the masjid and around the masjid. And so once the Prophet asks him and says, ask me of anything. And Rabi'a, he says to the Prophet, I just want your companionship. And the Prophet says to him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that, okay, for you to achieve this goal, to ensure that this becomes a reality, engage yourself in prostrations. That through this act of practicing and acting upon ourselves and putting ourselves into a state of prostration, we're about closer to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Addictive technology, it's real. It's out there. It's something that we see on a daily basis. And if anyone's interested in reading the book, it's called Irresistible, The Rise of Addictive Technology. It goes through all the different ways in which we become hooked and how designers and developers keep us attached. And something we got to keep in our minds is the fact that we have this power and ability 5 times a day. If not 5, 4. If not 4, then at least once a day. We have this power to protest against all that through the state of sujood. God has said that He gives wealth to those whom He loves and those whom He does not love. But He gives faith only to those whom He loves. Let that be a parting reminder. When Asr or Maghrib or Isha comes today, that when you enter into that state of sujood, it's not just the physical manifestation of your body, it is a form of protest, and a protest that is rewarded by God, even if the heart isn't present. Because when you enter into that position, you are the closest to God, being one who is the creation and the servant of the one who is the most merciful and the most benevolent.